on Oscilio, Scion of the Third Age, and recent limited calling winner in the calling Auckland, Sam Sutherland on Zyggy.
This is shaping up to be a very good game, Lockie. We haven't even seen the decks. We haven't even seen anybody present anything yet.
I'm keen to see how much equipment they've picked up personally, because in my experience with the drafting and the limited, sometimes getting an extra piece in the equipment to have a full suite compared to someone who's only got 3 can make or break it.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really interesting in draft. Like you want to hedge that equipment early, but you also want to make sure you get a good enough deck, right? So oftentimes you take that early pick of equipment and you miss out on a really good red, or but then the inverse is that you pick a really good base deck and then you're like you've got really good reds, really good blues, whatever, but then you have 0 armor and then your opponent has a massive advantage.
Entirely right, Jai. I think we're going to be looking out for some of those powerful reds on both sides here. If you see something like Blink of an Eye on Sam Sutherland's end, or the core reactions from Oscilio, sometimes you can set up one of those big bombs and it can just blow your opponent out of the game.
Absolutely. Blink of an Eye, I played against it in I think it was one of our most recent limited things, like a month ago, or a couple of weeks. And played against Blink of an Eye, and oh my goodness, that card feels like a lose, lose, lose. You can't deal with it at all. It's really tough to deal with.
You're taking 7, or they're getting to do whatever they want to do. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just you just don't win. You just
now,
lose.
I think flow management here is going to be really important. Very important for the format in general, but with these 2 heroes, quite a lot hinges on their ability to have these flow generating. So for Oscilio, that means playing instants from the bin on the opponent's turn, and for Zyggy, it means being able to flash out and get extra values off important auras like Corrosive Space Dust, and activating Aphrodisias as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it probably goes in the order that the lightning flows are most important for Zyggy, and then Oscilio, and then probably least for Aurora, because she just is go again .deck and doesn't need the embodiments as much to get the go again, because she has access to things that naturally give her go again, like quick succession and stuff like that.
Entirely. I think you can play with them a little more defensively for Spell Void and things like that. And that's important to remember for these limited events. We've got the macro Omens of the Third Age, which gives all lightning flows from both players Spell Void, and they also start with 1 each. Something that I think we need to be looking out for as well is the amount of prevention that Sam Sutherland's got here. Cards like Thunderous Retort and Spellbane Sigil, to give the ability to prevent this arcane damage, might make it difficult for Jake to break through and have enough threat in his deck.
Yeah, that's right. Like it already is like a bit harder for Oscilio against Zyggy because of all the ward. But if you add in these extra prevention pieces that you can sideboard for the Oscilio, it's one of the small downsides to playing Oscilio. Then if you pick some of them up, you can add them in your Oscilio matchup and really make it a bit more favorable for you.
And we see here we've got, Volzar and Aphrodisias. Now, I'm just playing around. Those are both the only weapons that these heroes have available. Volzar, the new Volzar, just amping 1 as long as an instant's gone in the bin. All right, and we see the sick, only 1 piece of equipment from Jake McCormack. And it's the Seeker's Hood, a very good headpiece, in fairness. And we've got 3 pieces on Sam Sutherland's side. It looks like the astral head and chest, and then the embodiment of lightning boots.
Yeah.
I found those boots to be insanely strong. Just having these embodiments in Zyggy, you're giving these crazy illusionist attacks go again. It feels broken.
Yeah, it definitely does. I have to say it's a bit alarming to see 1 piece of Seekers over on Jake's side. I hope his deck is the Stone Cold Nuts.
Yeah, I'm expecting 15 core reactions here.
It might need to be, but absolutely things could still go his way here. But it is, you do want to have at least 3 pieces. You want to try and at least get 3.
Looks like we can see a Corrosive Space Dust with Sam there, which is already pretty awesome.
It's good stuff.
Exactly what you want to be seeing. And here it goes.
May as well fire that off.
Yep.
Is that
It can
the
just
red?
sit there.
I think
It can
it's the
soak
red,
up
isn't it?
damage when it comes around, and we've got the flow already. It's perfect. Oh, we're going to bounce it right now.
Yeah. He's going to just go for it.
All right, allowing him to Aphrodisias as well. So we've got Arcane coming in from the Corrosive Space Dust leaving, and then another 2 from the Aphrodisias here. Important to note, Jake McCormack and Sam Sutherland both have 0 Arcane Barrier at the moment. They can only get Arcane Barrier off cards like Thunderous Retort and Spellbane Sigil. Unless I'm
Yeah, that's
one
why
more.
these lightning flows are such an important resource in this limited format. You really need to manage them and stockpile them if you can.
Ooh, discarded the Nebula Duality, and Sam prevents it with
Good
the...
judge call, I think.
Oh. Just got a judge call there for a second, but it looks like a very good start for Sam Sutherland.
Yeah. Yeah, those duality cards have proved to be like way better than I initially thought. They're just
And we're
such a
right back
good
into
like
it.
resource sink. Oh, we're
Oh,
getting back into it.
100%. They're a great way to. They always make you the flow. They deal. It's fantastic. And again, shout out to our judges for resolving that quickly, so we can get on with the game. Fantastic. That's what the judges are here for. Even if they can be there for, even if you're just not sure about something, they're there to help you and make sure we all have a good game. But it looks like Sam did get his prevention along with the embodiment of lightning. Maybe not soaking up the corrosive space dust ward.
So we see Jake here just trying to ping down that ward before committing, you know, perhaps a decent arcane spell to the board. He wants to try and bait out that, but Sam's going to go ahead here and cash in his equipment, and this is why equipment's so important, right?
Yeah. We've got that equipment just to prevent the damage here, keeping this corrosive space dust alive. Activates Oscilio to bin, I think that's Flow Slide?
Yeah, that's the one. Makes a flow, pings for 1, right?
Yeah, interesting that Jake's decided not to tap the Volzar here. Maybe we've got a bigger spell coming.
Yeah, he's got a... Oh, the Comic Collision's in the pitch, so I wonder what he has in hand.
These new Starfall
I didn't
cards,
touch them.
I really undervalued them initially, but playing against them both in Limited and Constructed, the extra +1 or +2 on some of them are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Good ways to chunk damage through.
Yeah, that's right. They're really they look underwhelming at first, but they're good like consistency pieces for the deck.
We see
And this
Sam
is...
here just figuring out how he's going to try and prevent this damage, because I doubt he wants all 4 of his ward to be eaten with the corrosive space dust, and he's already used his astral headpiece, so he can't tap his hero again for the chest.
Yeah, I think this is really... He's looking at this, and it's just, oh, beautiful. He's got some... All right.
Oh, and he's got the blink of an eye as well. Goes into pitch. Be like, we don't need that right now. It'll come back later on.
Yep, that's very scary if you're sitting across, if you're Jake, looking at that.
100%.
Did he just get the ward?
I think he got all 4 ward for 1 damage off. Oh, here we go. Coming in as a 1 for 4, buffed up by the Volzar here. Making a flow from the Starfall. I'm surprised Sam opted for the corrosive space dust to go instead of the hollow shield.
That's what I was thinking. Was that ping coming in for 2? Because I don't see another reason to let that go there. It doesn't make any sense.
I think it was only coming in for 1 because of Volzar hadn't been tapped just yet.
Okay.
And
then
we've got a
we
duality.
missed... yeah, okay. The card that was just played by Jake was Lightning Overload, and that card actually makes a flow as well.
Fantastic.
It's a little less underrate, but it makes a flow to compensate, which I think is pretty cool.
Means you can bin a spell a bit later on. Could bin some prevention like Cosmic Suture. Cosmic Suture is going to be huge into these big fragment attacks. We see Jake opt to send in a Flash Bolt here. It looks like a yellow one, so coming in for 2 Arcane. And then a Nebula Duality afterwards. Because I think Sam just
Zap,
drew up
zap, zap.
his turn.
Yeah.
I think Jake's got the right idea here, trying to do death by 1,000 cuts. Because if you commit one large number on a spell, it gives Sam the opportunity to count it up and go, all right, this is going to be maybe 6 arcane, and I'm going to lay down all my ward. Off we go.
Yeah, that's the bane of illusionists is, you know, small incremental damage, right? That's how you get through them and really make their ward inefficient as possible.
I'm impressed with Jake's ability to keep these flow tokens up. We've seen him using them quite liberally, and he's still got 3 sitting on his side of the board.
Yeah, he'll be really happy just to have them there as a little insurance policy.
Sam opting to take some damage there, probably because he's got this embodiment of lightning up and ready to go. Let's see how he uses it.
Oh, he's got a clear conscience in hand, and he has a what is that? Shattering.
Oh, is it Shattering Flow Tide?
Flow Tide?
There's all these eyed.
A lot of them. Yeah, tides and slides, and I believe if we can get it on screen, it's Shattering Flow Tide. I believe.
Yes, I think.
Hey, got it.
Thank you.
This one's great. This one makes you a flow. It's excellent.
Jake just saying, send me the bill. I'll take the 4 damage. Yep. Only to get hit with the Clear Conscience. This card feels so good for a rare.
Oh, yeah. It feels really good for a rare.
Because even the 1 block here, it's still 1 over the top. Oh, he's got the hollow. It's not called Hollow Shield. That's the illusionist one. It's called the Lightning Defense Reaction.
Yeah, that one.
Flittering Force Field. There we go.
Yeah. But like, he still had to commit a whole nother card there just to cover that up, which is pretty big. So I think he got the value out of that, and now we see this. This is a slightly, I can't remember what it's called, but it's slightly underrate, but it has natural go again.
Ooh.
Yeah, Stellar Glide. But you have to destroy a flow. I don't think he's destroyed the flow.
I don't.
So it's just
so.
Yeah, so we're just coming in for 5, I think.
Still very good. Just attack for 5. Chip in a little bit here. Oh, he was waiting on the trigger. Okay. So we've destroyed the flow. We've got this with go again.
Yep. And this is still good. 5 into an arcane spell. Very good for draft. What have we got here?
These arcane spells, in a way, are sort of like Dominate, in a way.
Yeah.
But not for someone like Zyggy, who can throw out these ward and prevention auras. Makes it a lot tougher for Jake's side of the board.
Yeah. Now, I think it was Nebulous Cycle we just saw leave the board as a piece of ward for Sam. And is that the Create a Ponder or Create a Flow one?
Looks like it was Create a Flow.
Create a Flow, yeah.
Oh, no, Ponder. He's got a Ponder there.
Oh, Ponder.
My apologies. And we follow it up with a Comet Collision.
I love this card.
That's 0 for 3 here.
Well, it's 0. I believe it's 0 for 4, and if you amp it, it's 0 for 5.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, 0 for 3, Starfall, 0 for 4.
Oh, we've just got another Judge Call.
Another Judge Call. Yeah, Comet Collision making it into the CC version of O2 lists. I think it's just a great arcane spell.
Yeah, the ability to bump it up just from doing what you want to do anyway is fantastic. And we also saw there, Jake use a little sneaky trick with Oscilio, which was to just pay the 1 and the flow to ponder a card. So discarding a card is not required for Oscilio, but you do have to do it if you have 1 in hand. So if you're ever without cards and you've got the flow and the pitch, you can always make yourself a ponder and get an extra card, which is very good to convert one of these lightning flow.
That's the whole reason that put me onto the hero, I think. I was like, value. The value.
See a tap lessons past here. see how much ward Sam's willing to throw in front of this. Just a yellow one for 3 damage. But if damage is dealt, Jake can put one of his instants back into his deck, which is very strong.
Now, as we can see in Jake's hand, he's got a very nice turn here. If Sam responds and plays a piece of ward, Jake can respond and ping him with that flow slide in hand. And then he can also play out probably the best card in draft for Oscilio. And that is the core reaction.
Ooh. Think you called it. He's gone and played out the flow generation to give himself the amp on Volzar as well to amp up the tap lessons past. Sam A being there, and the core reaction comes down.
And that's going to be nice at the start of his next turn. Pinging straight away for 4 arcane damage is huge.
It just does everything you want, really. It gives you the damage almost for free, well, between the turn cycles, and it procs the instant going into your graveyard. Everything else is turned on. We see a flash bolt in his hand as well. Might be a lot of damage here.
So Sam has is a flittering charge, I believe. Flittering something on the board. It's the one where it's 1 for 4. Flittering spike. 1 for 4. When this hits, create a lightning flow. If you played an instant, it gets +2. I love this card, Lockie. I reckon it's awesome.
It's so modal, right? You can and you hide it as well right until the end.
Yeah.
It's another one that I like. The Volatile Fluxer is the 0 for 3 version of this.
Yeah.
Sort of. Oh, not doing anything with the go again there. Just choosing to Arsenal instead. But he's got this 3 damage from core reaction to deal with. Sam also very cleverly putting a hollow counter on his I think it's Spellbane Sigil to keep his arcane barrier up. Cute little trick there.
Choice. Yeah. So we have an activation of Oscilio, discarding of Constellar Flow Slide. And a Ponder should be somewhere for Jake. He has not made his Ponder yet. Let's hope he remembers that one. Oh, is that an Astral Strike?
It is an Astral Strike. So
yes,
you can either give this +2, go again, or draw a card if he's destroyed a lightning flow. Oh, okay. Didn't end up needing the Ponder. Maybe that's why.
Okay, that's why I didn't make it. Yeah. Got you.
Looks like he's got a nice pairing of Meteoric or Comet Collision with the Flashbolt there, so it might be a fair bit of damage, but he's got to get through this turn from Sam Sutherland. Oh, nope. My apologies. Sam's going to draw up. Another Spellbane Sigil.
Goodness.
Oh, that's going to make things very difficult.
Jake is not happy to see that.
No, having to work through effectively 3 of these, 4 if Sam uses the Zyggy ability to flash it in again next turn.
Yeah, and the problem...
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
I was going to say the problem this leads to is fatigue, ultimately, for the Oscilio. So Jake just passes here because he knows playing more spells into this is just not going to do it.
Yeah, I think that's really the problem situation is what do you do? Like, you've already started to commit to this line, but like you've pointed out, if you play these arcane spells, Sam's happy to go, yep, I'll pitch for those, and then there's no damage removed from Sam's deck and a card removed from your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, and he chooses here to flash the Spellbane Sigil back in to get another turn of that. It's going to make it very hard for Jake here. I think he needs some physical damage.
Sam really showing that he understands the format with the inclusion of 2 of these into his deck.
All right, we're going for a Nebula Duality. Looks like this one is getting discarded. And then we might follow it up with... Oh, no, we're just passing. Sam's got another Corrosive Space Dust by the look of things. However, Jake does have his Lightning Flows now. You may not want to be using those to prevent arcane damage at this point, but if it keeps you in the game...
Yeah, sometimes you have to. But yeah, I really, really like this macro. I think it just makes the limited play so much better.
Yeah, and we see the Corrosive Space Dust coming down here at the end of Jake's turn, but he might do something in response.
Yeah, he's going to respond.
Ooh. Playing out the Comet Collision at action speed here. Now, the Cosmic Space Dust is down, but he's asking Sam, do you want to flash it in off Ziggy right now? Otherwise, I'm going to eat this one up. And no Aphrodisias. Sam looking like he's pitching into Spellbane Sigil there. Very powerful card, having Arcane Barrier X.
Yeah. He's gone and pitched everything.
Oh, and flashing the aura as well.
He's just whittling him down, Lockie. Slowly but surely. And this is the problem when I've come as the Oscilio into this matchup. The exact same problem I faced, where the Ziggy doesn't actually have to do much. They can just sit down and just ping you with Aphrodisias until you die.
I think Jake understands that, so he's trying to make these windows like we saw there, where Sam's out of resources, out of cards, and just giving Jake the opportunity to see, can I push through some damage at this point? Because these fragment attacks are starting to look really scary when you're on 4 health.
Oh yeah, and remember we saw him pitch away we got an arc ramp coming out. 2 arc ramps.
Blink of an eye get pitched away, so it's probably coming around soon-ish. Oh, yep, there it is. Cosmic Suture in the hand for Jake McCormack. Probably going to do a lot of work into Blink of an Eye.
Wait, maybe that wasn't Arc Ramp. I can't see what that card actually was. Lucky.
Does look like it came in for at least 6 Arcane. And here we go. Here's the Blink of the Eye. Set up really early on. Beautifully done by Sam Sutherland here. And just asking Jake McCormack the question, do you have any sutures in your deck? Because without suture, it's going to be difficult.
He's in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see on screen, when this fragments, Sam can banish another lightning or a permanent he controls with no hollow counters and return it to the field. So he just gets free value, basically. So now he will respond to the fragment trigger by playing out an aura. And he'll get a free blink. And a free life. You'd love to see it.
Excellent. Excellent play there. And Aphrodisias is on now as well. So we might see the Corrosive Space Dust, another Corrosive Space Dust come down.
Oh my goodness.
And we're going to blink this one as well. Whew.
Another Arcane.
Another Arcane. 2 more from Aphrodisias after this.
Does he have a resource left for Aphrodisias? Does he have one?
I think there's one left. I do think in this position, though, Jake's done the right thing of just going, I need to block this and force him to have it.
Yeah. Yeah. The other option is death. So oh, he does have a suture.
Ooh, this is big here because suture doesn't just prevent from the next source of damage, it just prevents the next damage done to your hero. So the next 4 all get prevented. It's going to be fantastic.
Sam's responding to the suture by pinging with a Proteus.
Oh no. Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, that's GG.
game.
A very good game from both our high performing Australian players here.